I'm gonna tell you guys a joke, right? What's the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean? I've never had a garbanzo bean on my face, yo. Yo, welcome back to Urban Street 420. I'm your host, 40. So today we are going to infuse hummus because it's healthy. We've got our trusty food processor here. Obviously, you might have a different one. In fact, they don't make this anymore, I don't think. This is the Jamie Oliver one. I've had it for years upon years. I get nothing for saying that. I'm just telling you what I've been using. The order in which we're going to add our ingredients matters. It will change the consistency and texture of the hummus if you do it in a different order. It will still be fine, but let's do it in a good order, right? So I'm gonna open this puppy up. I'll take the top off. The first thing we're gonna put in there is we're gonna take 90 milliliters of lemon juice, right? This is 90 milliliters or roughly 0.38 cups of tahini. Make sure that this is definitely incorporated. You don't have oil sitting on the top, etc. That is not going to make a nice hummus. This recipe does not have to be infused. You can make it non-infused. That's up to you. I'll talk about the part where I infuse it, and of course, do as you want. I'm gonna take the top right here, I'm gonna put it on, right? And I'm gonna turn this on. There we go, we're gonna turn that off, and I'm gonna show you what this looks like currently. Instead of me going ahead and bringing the camera in every single time, I'm gonna be a bit lazy. My foot hurts, yo. I heard it working out. Let's grab a spatula real quick. Clean spatula, wiping down the sides, looking good. The next thing that we're gonna add are 2 minced garlic cloves. This might even be a little bit over 2 because this is pre-minced stuff. You could put less, you could put more, it depends, you know? Like if you're really into garlic, you could put another clove, right? Next, we are going to take 1 teaspoon of cumin, right? Comino is cumin in English. So we're gonna put 1 teaspoon. This is roughly a teaspoon, this small spoon. So we're gonna take 4 tablespoons of olive oil. Now, here's where I'm gonna cheat. I don't have infused olive oil right now, but I do have infused sunflower oil. So we're gonna use the infused sunflower oil, and I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of this, which won't make it too crazy strong. You could use all 4 tablespoons of infused oil. I'm gonna just put 2 tablespoons of infused oil and then 2 tablespoons of actual olive oil to give the olive oil taste. And again, if you had infused olive oil, you could use all 4 tablespoons of infused oil. And of course, how strong is it gonna be? Well, that depends on how strong your oil is, right? Now, if you didn't want to infuse this, just use 4 tablespoons of olive oil, good. At this point, we haven't even added chickpeas. We're gonna go ahead and put the top back on. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's take some salt, like a pinch of salt. We're gonna put that in there, maybe another pinch or a half pinch. I don't know how you actually measure that. Like a pinch, a good healthy pinch, right? And then we're gonna turn this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 turns of the pepper grinder. The pepper is optional. You don't have to put that if you don't want, right? If you wanted to make this spicy, we could put in some cayenne pepper. You could put a chili in there, etc. We're not gonna do that this time, but I have done that as well. I'll go ahead and turn this on. So I'm gonna take this down. You're gonna see it's looking pretty good. I'm just gonna take the stuff off the sides. Hopefully you saw that, right? I'm gonna take the stuff off the sides with the spatula. Here we go. This is 400 grams of chickpeas. I took off the skin off a lot of them. I'm sure there's still skin on here. If you want it creamier, a trick is make sure that you take the skin off all of them, right? It's not that big of a deal to me. I don't think it changes it that much, especially since I took it off probably a third of them anyway. So let's go ahead and put this in here. There was a little bit of water in there because I washed the chickpeas, so because these are canned chickpeas, right? You could use dry ones. You'd need to hydrate them overnight, etc. These are canned chickpeas, and you see, this is what the, let me see if I can get a piece of, there was a piece of skin, I thought, there it is. This is what the skin looks like, right? So you're saying, ew, it's skin, but really, I swear, you won't taste it if you leave it on. It just won't be as creamy as if you take it off. Close it, we're gonna go ahead and run it. So you'll notice my food processor has 2 different settings, a 1 and a 2. Also has a pulse. Pulse's setting is 2, but it's just quick. You let go of it and it stops it, right? I'm gonna go ahead and open this up so you guys can see currently where we're at. So if you look here, looking good. You can see that there's still some chickpeas that haven't been ground, so we're gonna run it a little bit more. Then we're gonna put in roughly, I think it's 4 to 6 tablespoons of water. So you'll do that while it's going. We can also open it up. We can take our spatula, right? And we can push things off of this side. We do have a tablespoon right here, which has a little oil in it, big deal. We're gonna go ahead and take this off, and we're gonna put in 4 to 6, it depends, right? You're gonna look inside, you're gonna see how creamy it is the texture what you want, and the water is gonna help you get there. All right, so we put 4 tablespoons in water. Let's see where it's at. We'll decide if we're gonna add more. Another trick, when you're adding the chickpeas, you could go ahead and add half before you add the other half. That will, again, give it an opportunity to be even smoother, if that's what you're going for, right? For me, I'm good with something like this. Now, hold on a second. I think we'll add a little bit more water. You could see when we take the spatula, look, if you could see, if we take the spatula, this is the consistency. It's nice, but I think that a couple tablespoons more of water will be a good idea. All right, top off. Let's see what we're working with, right? And look at that. That looks beautiful. This looks like some hummus you could be proud of, baby. I sprinkled a little bit of olive oil on top of the hummus. Let me grab it, right? Now, you can do a lot of things. The little extra olive oil is going to keep it very moist on top. It's very nice, especially if you're sitting out and eating it for a while. Next, you could sprinkle sweet paprika on top, or paprika, or you could sprinkle sumac. Sumac. S-U-M-A-C. You sprinkle that puppy on, and this is what you get. And then, obviously, you could put olives on this. You could cut little diced red bell peppers. You could put chili oil on top. There's lots of ways you could dress this up and eat it. You don't have to eat it with carrots and bell peppers. You could eat it with whatever veggie you want, or you could use pita bread or pita chips or bada bing, bada boom. Let's try it, baby. I didn't try it, so I don't know. Although I know it's going to be good, huh? Nice. And if you liked the video or you found it funny or informative or useful, please like, share, subscribe. You know the deal, baby. Until next time, I'm out.